Hi everybody, welcome to the Deluise book series channel. I'm Christina Kristianadeluise, and I picked this up. Peter Helton, A Good Way to Go. And it starts off, this detective has been laid off, right? On his first day back at work following his suspension, Detective Inspector Malinsky finds himself in the midst of a major murder inquiry when a body is discovered in the channel at Netham Lock. Chained, weighed down, tied to a buoy by the neck, it has all the hallmarks of a premeditated ritual killing. Okay, so the first chapter starts out with him in a bar feeling sorry for himself, getting a little drunk. And then he's trying to avoid the police, so he pulls over, and there's a cop chase in progress. And he sees that the killers, or whoever the people are, the speeders, went right, and the cop went left. So he goes after the speeders, and they ended up crashing. And then he leaves. He doesn't tell anybody that he was there. Or does he? He tells the guy he saw them crashing. And then he goes back to work the next day, and they reinstate him. And he goes to the crime scene. Now that's what I'm up to. I haven't finished. I'm honest. I'll be honest. But I don't know. It's not holding my attention. It's. I guess it's interesting, but I don't know if you can see. The font is really small. It's really close together. And while this may look, well, it's 250 pages. But I'm just going to read a little, and then I'm going to show you why I picked up this book. Okay. It was getting dark. Impatiently, D.I. Cat Fairfield followed the trundling tractor and trailer along the B road, too narrow and winding to overtake. This was not what she had come here for. She had driven out of the city for a blast around the back lanes to let off steam. It hadn't really been a row, but it could easily have turned into one had she not left Louise's place when she did. Louise had sprung dinner with two friends on her, and she felt unprepared and on the back foot all evening. She was no match for Louise Rennie's intellect and education. She had known that when they became lovers that it had not looked like a problem. Louise, being a lecturer, was patient and never patronized her when they were alone together. But when her friends were around and the wine was flowing, she seemed to take delight in talking about subjects that she knew full well Kate could barely follow. I don't want bullying. Who wants a bully in a relationship? And now McCluskey was back too. He had been suspended from duty at just the time when she had usurped his place in Louise's bed. She hadn't seen him since, but which meant she had never had to deal with the consequences of it. Huh? Okay. So if I've lost you, then I'm lost too. Okay. So I wanted to show you this book. Okay. I don't think I'll go back to this, but I might. I don't think so. But so why they have this book on the shelf and not any Christine Painters, I don't know. I went looking for her today and she was nowhere to be found. None of her new stuff anyway. So Peter Helton. Why I saw this book. Now I hadn't read anything. I hadn't read the jacket. I hadn't read anything. I just saw the cover. Ya see? And so my friend here, Miss Anita, has been stalling. If you followed the series, she's been stalling. So anyway, I might do a book on the video on this at a later date, but Anita's been stalling in her relationship. But she was talking to her spirit person, and she said, "You've got to fill your holes. You've got metaphysical holes. You got to go fill them." So she finally caves for a whole bunch of reasons and goes to see John Claude. Now, please go see my Anita Blake, Laurel K. Hamilton core series on books 1 through 8. But I was just going to share a little bit of this. I might do another video on it at a later date. But the club was over the river on the Illinois side, along with most of the other questionable clubs. Vampire-run businesses got a grandfather clause to operate in St. Louis proper, but the rest of the human-run clubs and lycanthrope still counted legally as human, had to go into Illinois to avoid pesky zoning laws. Blah, 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 blah. I finally found parking about 2 blocks from the club. It meant a walk to the club in an area of town that most women wouldn't want to be alone in after dark. Of course, most women wouldn't be armed. A gun doesn't cure all ills, but it's a start. I also had a knife sheath around each calf, very high up, so that the hilts came up on the side of my knees. It wasn't really comfortable that way, but I couldn't think of another way to place knives so I could get to them easily. There was a very good chance I'd have bruises on my knees after tonight. And it goes on. And I turned the corner and found a line of people that stretched down the block. Great, just what I needed. I didn't stop at the end of the line. I kept walking towards the door, hoping I'd think of something to tell the door person when I got there. I didn't have time to wait through all this. I was about halfway up the line when a figure pushed out of the crowd and called my name. It took me a second to recognize Jason. We love Jason. First, he'd cut his baby fine blonde hair short, businessman short. Second, he was wearing a sheer silver mesh shirt and a pair of pants that seemed mostly made of the same stuff. Only a thin line of solid silver ran over his groin. The outfit was so eye-catching that it took me a moment to realize just how sheer the cloth was. What I was really seeing wasn't the silver, but Jason's skin through the veil of glitter. The outfit, which left precious little to the imagination, ended in calf-high gray boots. I had to make myself look at his face because I was still shaking my head over the outfit. The outfit didn't look comfortable, but of course Jason rarely complained about his clothes. He was like Jean Claude's little dress-up werewolf as well as morning snack. Sometimes bodyguard and sometimes a fetch and carry boy. Who else could Jean Claude get you stand out in the cold nearly naked? So they have some conversation. And she says to him, "You look like a pornographic spaceman. If you were wearing street clothes, you might have gotten a hug." His smile flashed even wider. "I guess I'm dressed for punishment. Jean Claude told me to wait for you and take you in. My hand's already got a stamp on it, so we can just go straight in." A little cold for the clothes, isn't it? Why do you think I was standing deep in the crowd? And then they go in the club, and my favorite quote of this chapter anyway, when she turns around and she sees John Claude, and Jason patted my hand. I jumped, staring at him. He put his mouth close enough to my ear to whisper a shout above the music. "Breathe, Anita. Remember to breathe." I blushed because that was how Jean Claude affected me, like I was 14 and having the crush of my life. So, you want to find out what happens with the murder with the lady at the buoy, check this one out. I might just skip a little. It just, I don't know, it just didn't hit me right. But you can tell why I picked it up. There are some good lines in there. But anyways, please like and subscribe my channel that's inching along. I really need the likes, people. Please show me some love, and it doesn't cost you a cent. It just takes a split second just to tap that little button. You'll never see any gadgets from me or anything like that. I can't make things appear in my videos like other people easily can. I'm not a technical person. What you see is what you get. I talk books. I read books, I talk books. That's what I do. And I'm trying to hold your attention. I'm trying to make it interesting. I'm just me. I'm just trying. I'm at the bottom of the barrel here, peoples. I'm nothing special. These other ladies that do books and other people that do books and stuff like that, they have thousands upon thousands of subscribers. And look at me. So, but they do this stuff, and I just. So please just like and subscribe my videos, please. Thank you so much. Maybe one day I'll be able to buy my cat some insulin. But please like and subscribe my channel, please. Thank you so much. I'm just not technically functional. Thank you.